afternoon, good evening, or whenever you watch this. Maybe you're watching this tomorrow, so good morning. But hello to all of our Life Words family and friends. This video that I'm doing right now is going out to not only the Life Words family and to our team and leaders, but also to our launch team as well. Some of you on the launch team, or just finding interest in being a part of the launch team or Life Words in general. I'm so thankful that you have signed up, and so welcome. We're so glad to have you. The past week has been definitely it's been a roller coaster for us here at Life Words, but more ups than downs for sure. You know, we've added to the team over the past week. We got a new events coordinator. Yes, I think many of you saw the post, but someone from our home church in Savannah, Georgia, Hope City Church. Coincidentally, she now lives here in the Sacramento area as well, and she was our events coordinator in Savannah and did an amazing job. So I know she's going to do an amazing job for us right here as well. So welcome, Danielle, again. We're so glad to have you a part of the Life Words family, and several others of you have heard about Life Words, whether it's social media or some other platform, and reached out to me, reached out to someone on our team, and just, you know, you signed up to know more about the launch team, so you're interested in being a part of this family of friends that we call Life Words Church. And so we're just so honored to have you alongside us as well, and we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that you find everything that you're seeking here at Life Words Church. And so thank you so much for being a part. But I just want to just take a moment before the weekend gets here to share with you a little bit of an encouragement, a little word of encouragement, because, you know, we all could use that sometime. I know here at Life Words we needed a bit of a word of encouragement over the past week, because, like I said, the week started out great. We added to the team. We met some new people who are interested in being a part of this church family, and then we all know what happened on Friday. And if you haven't heard, the Life Words Church trailer was stolen from right here in our church building parking lot. So that was disappointing, because many of you know how important that trailer was to us when we initially launched back in September of 2019. If it wasn't for that trailer, we wouldn't have been able to do everything that we were supposed to do, you know, especially with us being a portable church at the time. And even though now that we have our own building, we had plans to use the trailer to convert it into what we were going to call the Mobile Dream Center, so that we could provide hope, so that we could provide resources for families and communities that are just underrepresented throughout the city of Sacramento. So whether it be providing clothing and food for needy families, or maybe just even recreation equipment for children in an underrepresented neighborhood, that's what our Mobile Dream Center was going to do. But unfortunately, our trailer was stolen, so we're left without. And so, yeah, it was definitely disappointing. But what I was reminded of is that we cannot focus on what man did when God has done so much more for us over the past week. Why focus on just, I know the trailer, that's disappointing, you know, and it cost us a lot of money to get that trailer. But the fact that God has connected us with people that we are going to do life with for years to come, that God has connected us with people who are interested in being a part of our launch team, who we're going to begin to build relationships with and do life with, that is so much more important than a trailer, to be honest. It really is. I'd rather have a connection with people and have people who are wanting to do life with the Life Words Church family than a trailer any day. So I was reminded of two scriptures that I want to share with you today really quick. So just bear with me, and I hope this encourages you as you start your weekend. The first scripture comes from Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 17 and 18. I'm going to read from the New Living Translation. Check this out. Here's what Habakkuk 3, 17 and 18 says. It says, "Even though the fig leaves have no blossoms, and there are no grapes on the vines, even though the olive crops fail, and the fields lie empty and barren, even though the flocks die in the field, and the cattle barns are empty." here's where everything changes. I want you to get that. So let's pause right there for a minute. So the author of Habakkuk was basically saying, look, even though it looks like everything is just, it's gone, even though, you know, the things that we need in order to sustain our lives, the fig trees, the olive trees, the grapevines, the crops, you know, the cattle, it's all empty and bare. Everything has been taken away from us. Where do we go from here? This must be how it all ends for us. We just got to shut this thing out. The momentum that we thought we were picking up, it all ends now. That's where they were at. That's where the mindset was. And, you know, maybe some of us had thought that way as well. You know, last week our trailer was stolen. The thing that we needed the most was now taken from us. How do we why, God, how do we go from here? And it just goes into the series that we just ended a few weeks ago. I want to believe, but because we all have that but, you know, I want to believe, but why, God, are these bad things happening? Why, God, is this happening to your church? But here's where the author totally flips the script, and I want this to be your mantra for the next few weeks. So even though all these bad things have happened, even though the crops are empty and everything is gone, the author said this. He said, "Yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in the God of my salvation." So yeah, even though our trailer was stolen, yet we will rejoice in the Lord. Maybe for you, maybe even though that job opportunity didn't come my way, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. Even though that relationship just broke apart and it just didn't seem to happen, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. Even though when I look around me, it just seems like nothing is going in my favor. I'm just stressed out. I'm just suffering with depression and anxiety, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. So I want to encourage you with that no matter what it looks like around you, no matter what it feels like, no matter what you're going through, yet I want you to put that yet. Sometimes we get so caught up in complaining about what's going on in our lives. Oh, I just wish I had more money in the bank. Oh, I wish I had this, or I wish this happened, or things just not seem to be working out for me. I don't want you to put a period at the end of that sentence. I want you to put a comma and then add the word yet. Yet I will rejoice. Yet I will rejoice. And the other scripture I want to share with you comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. I'm reading from the New King James Version. It says, "But as it is written, eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have it entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him." Come on, Life Words family. We have yet to see the fullness of God. We have yet to see just the fullness of God's magnificence or his full blessing for Life Words Church. We have yet to see the fullness of God's blessing in our personal life. We've only gotten a glimpse. You think God has done some wonderful things for you in the past, or maybe you're in a good place right now and you just think, oh God, you are blessing me right now. Baby girl, homeboy, whatever, you have yet to see God's goodness. You have not seen anything yet. It's almost like we're in the same position as Moses when Moses said, God, I just want to see your glory. And so God told Moses, he said, look, if I showed you my full glory, you couldn't deal with it. It's too much for your eyes to behold. So what I will do, I'm just going to give you a glimpse. I'm just going to show you my backside. I'm just going to walk past and just show you the backside. So but basically God would say, I'm only going to show you a piece of what I can do. I'm only going to show you what I've done in the past. By showing him, the backside. I'm only showing you what I've done for you in the past. I'm going to show you that goodness. But if I showed you all that I have for you, if I showed you what's coming around the next corner, if I showed you what's coming for you in 2022, if I showed you what's coming to you next month, if I showed you what's coming to you next spring, if I showed you what I have coming to you, you wouldn't be able to grasp it all. You wouldn't be able to comprehend it all. It's way too much for you, but it's so good for you as well. And so we're in the same position right now. So our eyes haven't seen, nor have our ears heard. It hasn't even entered our hearts what God has for us. And so I want to encourage you with that this weekend, Life Words family and friends, that you may be going through something right now, and I'm going to be praying for each and every one of you this weekend. You may be going through something, but I believe that your eyes haven't seen, nor your ears have heard. You haven't even how can I say it? You haven't even written down or even drafted up, written the first draft of that dream that God has for you. You think you've been dreaming big. You think you have that bucket list all together, but God's saying, you know what, you're going to have to erase that. Or you better add another page, because you better add several pages, because what I have for you, you're not ready for it, but you better get ready. So LifeWords Church family, get ready for your blessings. Get ready for all that God has for you. Get ready for the fullness of his blessings. So yeah, we lost our trailer, and maybe you've suffered loss. Maybe you suffered loss of a loved one. Maybe you suffered the loss of a car. Maybe you suffered the loss of a job. Whatever it is, but I want you to prepare yourself. I want you to prepare yourself, first of all, to rejoice. No matter what the loss was, to continue to rejoice, and then prepare yourself to because your eyes haven't seen, nor your ears have heard, nor has it entered into your heart what God has for you. So I just want to bless you with that today, LifeWords family. Before I get out of here, I just want to remind you to join us on Sunday for our Sunday online worship experience. We just have a few more Sundays before we're back face to face. Pastor Tasha and I, we're leaving Monday to head out to Hawaii for our 21st wedding anniversary. So we're so excited about that. But when we get back, we're ready to hit the ground running, and I hope that you are too. So if you're a part of our launch team, I want you to start thinking about now, where do I fit in? Where can I serve? What team or department can I be involved in? We need people in children's church. We need people as greeters. We need people in several key places. And so I want you to take the next week or so to really consider where your gifts lie, and where do you think you would be passionate about serving. We say it all the time here at LifeWords Church that there's no bench. Everybody's an active player, and so there's a role for you to play for us to make an impact on this community. So I want you to start thinking about that, because when we get back, the first Saturday in August, we will be meeting with our launch team once again. So if you may have missed out on our first launch team meeting, don't worry. We'll have another one. But in the meantime, I'll be sending some updates and some encouragement to you. But I just wanted to before we left town, just to give you a bit of a word of encouragement, let you know that we are so thankful for you. We love you all and cannot wait till we're all together again. So get ready, first Saturday in August, for a launch team gathering. We're not sure we're going to have it here at the church, because we may be doing some construction at that time, or we'll meet at a venue somewhere here in the Thomas. But we will have that gathering in the very near future. So mark your calendar for the first Saturday in August. I wish I had my calendar open so I could give you that exact date. Oh, here it is. First Saturday in August 7th. So mark your calendar for August 7th. But other than that, I love you all. God bless you. And we will see you soon. Reimagine, everybody. LifeWords Church. Let's go.